Okay, another video. This is, oh, somebody's already opened it, or started to open it. This is from the second shop that I went to on Free RPG Day when I acquired this book. This was not free, but as I mentioned before, I think if you are able, you should always try to make a purchase at a shop to support them and to support the hobby. What kind of knight will you become? So this is the Core Rulebook, but I believe what it actually is, and this is, I don't exactly remember what the deal is, but there was some kind of thing where players' rulebook somehow got some kind of pushback. I don't know. So they called it the Core Rulebook, but it is the player's guide for Pendragon. There is a Game Master's Guide as well, but this is the player's guide for Pendragon. What kind of knight will you become? Will you fight to rid the world of injustice, or use clout and power to take advantage of those beneath you? Pendragon is set amidst the glory and grandeur of King Arthur's Britain. Its innovative mechanics drive the emotional impact of play as your characters pursue glory, overcome life and death struggles, cross blades with ruthless enemies, and fight for love and justice in a world of brutal medieval realism. I don't know how real it is, but so we have detailed look at the world of King Arthur and the role of knights and nobility, full character creation rules, 6 pre-generated character templates with optional faster character creation, the complete core rules for the Pendragon game system, including traits and passions, skills, combat, injury, and recovery, flavors, honor, and glory. Favors, not flavors. Drinky. Additional rules for afflictions, obsessions, directed traits, ideals, ransoms, and equipment lists. Rules for the winter phase, the downtime period of the game for characters to train, age, and even go on side quests. A coat of arms generator to make wholly unique heraldry for your player knight. Pendragon, the core rulebook, is your guide to Pendragon, containing all the rules you need to play in this standalone product, which can be combined with other books in the line to enhance your Pendragon experience. See, I don't know how correct that is, but we'll see. And it does have the BRP stamp on the back. So making sure I'm still in frame. Move this so that I can see where I'm. Stay below that line. Okay. I can feel that it has a ribbon, actually 2 ribbons, it appears. I love the art for this. See if I've got it in. There we go. I love the art for this, and it has a background that is not too busy, so it's dark print on a kind of parchment color that makes it pretty easy looking to read. Also, some nice the layout generally looks nice. So Pendragon's one of those. Technically, I played 1 session in somebody's homebrew samurai game that used Pendragon, I think, 2nd or 3rd edition. That's as much experience as I really have with it. Now, it is basic role playing, although it is like they usually do, it is a variation of basic role playing. They have, for example, taken the normal percentage and shifted that to a D20. So it's basically by 5% each number. I love the art in this. You know, I never was that big into medieval Europe, and I wasn't that big into the Arthurian mythos, but I like the idea of this. I like the idea of exploring this era through a game. I like the generational play. It seems like it kind of taps into some of that generational play that Ars Magica theoretically would, but Ars Magica is so complex and so complicated and so time intensive that it's hard to imagine reaching into a lot of that generational play, only because, your game would have to go on for years. So anyhow, I'm very excited to check this out. I feel bad because I picked up the starter set quite some time ago and I haven't yet actually gone through it. Is that true? I think that's true. Maybe I read it. I don't remember. I certainly have to revisit it because I don't remember it very well, obviously. But I am curious to check it out. I have some friends who are not really necessarily, they're nerds, but not necessarily gamer nerds, but they're nerds with some background in medieval literature and history. So it might be something that they would be intrigued by. I don't know. I certainly think that the way this game plays with passions and things like that, it's very different from a D&D, and I can see how some people would think that the passions would mess with your agency as a player, but I don't really think that's true. And I think that, or to the degree that it is true, I think it fits with the genre and the literature. When you read, like I went through and read Le Morte d'Arthur, which I did not especially enjoy. It felt like reading the Bible most of the time. But you'll see in that the knights are driven by extremes. They're not rational actors. They're not, what we think of as medieval chivalry and the way knights should be. A lot of what we think of is, I think, more Victoriana than it is medieval and more Hollywood, as with, unfortunately, a lot of Americans' ideas of history. It's, I think, at least as inspired by 1940s and 1950s Hollywood films as it is by anything else. And that's not necessarily an accurate view of things. And I don't think this is an accurate view of things. This is recreating the mythology of Le Morte d'Arthur and stories like that. So, anyhow, I love the marginalia that's in here. Yeah, it's cool stuff. So, anyway, very curious about this. I hope I can get this to the table at some point. That's it for me. One more video from one more stop that I made, and then on to who knows what. So until next time, take care.